welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here we go. Ready. Go. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. There he goes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Going deep. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Husker. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And that one's incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Phillips. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in a hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Handoff again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Huskers will try to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Howard. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it back to him. Got the first down. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10, to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives. Makes the grab in their space.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He's changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Phillips. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. Might have a chance. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Bush is ahead. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the edge. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Finds a crease. It's Howard. Breaks into the open. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got it. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll take it himself.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes a hit as he fires. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw. Rolls right. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field. Really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He's got his man across the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 10 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Broncos on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Wants to throw on 1st. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Caught over the middle. It's Manning. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Left side, it's Manning. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Terrapins! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Phillips. Just smothered on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
2nd and long here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for room. It's Phillips. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
From the gun, it's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down. The 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Got to make the play on fourth. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Still looking to his right. Nobody around as he makes the catch. There he goes. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and long right here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Could not make his way to the corner. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Snapped it. They'll throw to start the drive. Out wide left, it's Smith. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Going right back to Smith. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The most satisfying play